Hi lads, it's John with you, and just having a little quick informal talk, shall we say, an informal talk. And it's my general impression of Zvezda kits. And these are the Zvezda kits that I have done so far, and I've got another one there ready to go. And let's just give a quick look at each one, and then a kind of an overall impression then at the end. We'll start off with this one because it's right in front of me here. It's the King Tiger Porsche turret. Lovely kit, really was. It was one of their good ones, I thought. The instructions, as usual, they're basic instructions, but I could follow them very easy. The pictures were good, things like that. A lot of the parts and things were pre-molded on, so you didn't have to go worrying about sticking on loads of little things. But yet there was still quite a lot to do in it. Don't mind the figure. The figure didn't come with it. The figure is a Tamiya figure. It was a lovely kit. The tracks were good. The fit was very good. And as I said, I think it was one of their newer ones, so therefore it was one of their better ones. It came out quite nice, and we won't talk about the paint job or anything like that. It's just an overall impression of the Zvezda kits. Right, this is a King Tiger. Now the average prices of King Tigers, I don't know what they are, but I just got up from two different places, from Model Hobbies and Jadlam. They're the two main people that I buy my kits from. I also buy them from Mark's Models as well in Ireland, but I just got prices here for the English sites, and the prices are in sterling, pounds sterling, not euros, not dollars. They're in pounds sterling. So the price for this kit, if you buy this kit now through Model Hobbies, it's €22 or £22.50. Now for a kit of a King Tiger that's got Lincoln length tracks, that's brilliant. That really is brilliant. And like I've proven in the past, it's down to how you paint it and finish it. That's where the proof of the pudding is in. You know, whether you stick these on or they're pre-molded on. You know, at least if they're pre-molded on, you know they're in the right place. So that's the King Tiger with the Porsche turret. Nice kit. You're going to find me saying that quite a lot about nice kits, because most of them bloody well are. They really are nice kits. The only thing I can fault in some of them will be, say, instructions, slight fit, but overall generally very good. This is another one now. It's got the rubber tracks, and as far as I can remember, these were the two pieces for each side. Now if you can see, I got the sag in, simple by just putting a bit of super glue on the top of the wheels, holding it down with a bit of, either a bit of toothpicks or whatever, bit of tissue paper, just to get them down inside there. That cup of tea just appeared in front of me. Yippee! Anyway, this is the SU100. I did this for Nuno da Costa's World War II group build. Collects a bit of dust, don't they? They bloody well do. Models, they're dust collectors. This is a lovely little brush I got in the pound shop. In the makeup section. Yes, John has been frequenting the makeup section in the pound shops and acquiring various items. But anyway, let's get back to the models. Another very good fit. When it came to parts, very low part count. There's practically nothing of it there. There was a couple of handles extra. I did have problems with the aerial. Now I must admit, the aerial mount was very bad on it, and I had a couple of problems with it. I ended up having to super glue the bloody thing for a finish because it just kept popping off. It was just the location marks weren't the best, shall we say. It didn't give a hole for them, and it was just a kind of an indentation, and you were sticking on something that was quite flimsy onto it. So that's the SU100. You'll pick up that kit for 16 quid in Model Hobbies, £17 in Jadlam. Like I said, it's very basic, But even the Tamiya version is quite basic for this, because it's a basic tank really, or self-propelled gun, whatever you want to call it. Next up we had my most recent one, which was this, which was the T72. Lovely kit again. I must say, I'm having problems here with the light. What I'll do is I'll just change the camera angle here. I'll bring the camera around and we can get a better kind of a better closer look, hopefully, of these. The tracks on this were again Lincoln length tracks. These were some of the nicest Lincoln length tracks I have ever done. They really were fabulous. That old Tamiya saying, they fell together. They really did. I had no problems with the wheels or anything like that. Problems I had with this kit: the locator holes for practically anything that had to go onto it had a locator hole. Obviously, they usually do, either a locator mark or a hole. The holes were all bloody well far too big. They really were. Some parts nearly fell into the bloody hole. But I used quite a lot of sprue glue on them. So fit-wise, that's the only problem I had. Everything apart from that went together lovely, went together swimmingly. It's just that the locator holes were bloody huge on it. The instructions, I thought, were the worst instructions I have ever seen in my bloody well life. They're really bad. They give a bad drawing of the item and kind of an arrow pointing there. You know, I've had to use an external reference source. Do you like that? External reference source. I use my tank book. Down to little things like, you know, the positioning of this light here. There's a little kind of a tubey thing. The drawing of it didn't look anything like that, and from the drawing you couldn't tell whether the light pointed back or forward. You know, so I had to go to my external source and found out the light pointed backwards, and a few other bits and pieces like that. But once I'd sorted that out, it was absolutely fabulous. It really was. There was a massive hole here at the side for the locator for the linkage for the spotlight, or whatever that thing is. I don't know what it is. We'll call it a spotlight. It was a massive locator hole. So another big pile of sprue glue. I think I used about a quarter of a bottle of sprue glue. Not really, but I used quite a lot of sprue glue on that. But like I said, it's how you finish them. And once the sprue glue was on, cleaned off, it came up lovely. Right, this is the SU-100, the land battleship. Huge kit. Really enjoyed making this one. I really did enjoy making this one. Lincoln length tracks again, and as you can see, they're very nicely molded Lincoln length tracks. Really nicely molded tracks. They were hard. They were quite difficult to do. Now that could have been me, in the fact that, you know, I'm not a lover of the Lincoln length tracks, but I got together. It went together grand. All these little turrets and things came with loads of little interior details, and to me, unless you can actually see into them, I don't see the point in putting in an interior detail, if you know what I mean. Unless you're like other kits, you know, it gives you, say, the interior of it, the main interior of a turret, but you have the option whether to glue the top back on it or not. With these, they give you the, you know, the interior detail for these, interior detail of the hatches and stuff, but didn't give you any way of having them, displaying them open, rather than not gluing the whole bloody thing together. So that was a waste of time, really. You know, a waste of plastic to another degree. But fit-wise, this was a lovely fitting kit. This kit, you'll pick it up for, what is it now? This is the T35. In Model Hobbies, 23 quid, and in Jadlam, it's the same price. Lovely kit. Very nice. One of those unusual tanks, and it was just a nice fit. And not only I gave you the price of the T72. Model Hobbies don't don't have it, but you pick it up in Jadlam for 20 quid. That's for that T72 that I was just after doing. On to this one here. The kit that people told me it was going to be a heap of shite. I enjoyed making this. I really enjoyed making this. And one of the reasons I enjoyed making this so much was the fact that people were telling me I'm not going to get a good kit out of it. Yes, it took a bit of work. It did take a bit of work. It is one of their earlier kits. Rubber tracks again, as you see. I had bad fit issue problem with the turret. Getting the turret together, I ended up with kind of lots of cleaning up. Filler, had to clean off the filler, things like that. It just didn't. It wouldn't sit right. It took an awful lot of fettling and things, but I got it right for a finish. So with a bit of work, you'll get it done. You will succeed for a finish. Oh, excuse me. A lot of 90% of this detail was already on it, so the kit as itself was very, very, very basic, but it works. It really, really does. And when it comes to this machine gun, there's a chap on the internet. He on YouTube. He commented on it, and his name on his thing is IS2. So I presume he knows something about the IS2, and he hadn't a clue what this machine gun was. It didn't kind of match up to what it was supposed to be, shall we say. But like me, I don't know about Russian machine guns or anything like that. But he was basically saying that it didn't look right, but it fits on it, and it's the one that came with the kit, and it looks Russian, so I was happy with it. The decals on those, on any of the Zvezda kits, I've never had a problem with it. They're nice and thin. They lay down beautifully. They even lay down over detail and things. They soften up lovely with the microsol and the microset. No problems with that. So the problem with this one, like I said, I did have some fit issues with the turret. The body itself was grand, and the instructions were very, very easy. Rubber tracks, which went together swimmingly. I've never had a problem with the rubber tracks. Some people can't stand them. Some people just can't stand them. I love them. I really do. I find them so easy. Right, the T90. This is most definitely the best Zvezda kit that I've done, without shadow of a doubt. Fit-wise, excellent. Mouldings, excellent. The tracks, if you look at them, they've got the guide horn, the hollowed out guide horns, everything. Really, really lovely kit to build. And it just worked. It's just one of those kits that I really enjoyed making. Had no problems with it whatsoever. And it was just a lovely kit. It's as good as any dragon kit, whatever's out there. If you look on YouTube or look through YouTube, you will not find a bad review of this kit. Norm Schweinhunt 227 did a review on it. He loved it. Alex Modelling, they loved it. So it is a great kit. And for a T90, that they're actually you get the Tacom one, the Meng one, and a few more, and they're looking for bloody ridiculous prices. £22.50. Yes, £22.50 for that kit in Model Hobbies, £25 in Jadlam. Excellent kit. Excellent without shadow of a doubt. No problems with fit. Instructions were fabulous. It really was a fabulous kit. It's one of, I think it's one of their newest molds. And we'll get on to this one here. What can I say about this one? This is the Zvezda kit that won Best in Show at a competition. It's the Zvezda Tiger 1 with turret interior. We get some light on that. So Beautiful, beautiful kit. If you want to see these more in detail, I've done videos on each of these, as you know yourself. This is just a kind of an overall impression, my impression overall of these kits. This kit was absolutely gorgeous. It really, really was. I did have one major problem with this kit though. I really did. It came with Lincoln length tracks, which no matter what I tried, I couldn't get them to go together, and they were bloody well horrible. And I had these spare set of tracks. They're actually Academy tracks of an Academy Tiger 1. I did a burnt out version of a Tiger 1. I have it there on one of my, I think it's actually on my very, very first video. If you look at it, it's called my first attempt at a big one. It was a big diode that I did, massive diode, weighed a fucking ton. And there's a burnt out Tiger 1 on it. So they're the tracks off that. Would I recommend this kit? Most definitely. Most definitely. And even go off and buy yourself a set of Frull tracks, and you still won't come up with the price of what one of the dearer kits come at. The price of this kit, 25 quid. And that's with an interior, interior turret. And the interior turret, like I said, it really is nicely detailed. Loads of little bits and pieces and stuff there for it. It's just a lovely kit. And like I said, this won a competition. No, it probably won the competition down to the work I did to it after that. Which goes to show you that you don't need the top of the range kits to win competitions with, and you don't need top of the range kits to get a nice one out of it. Just a bit of work, a bit of care, a bit of attention, and build up your painting skills. Don't be afraid to hack into things. Do you know what I mean? For anybody out there that's new into modelling, don't be afraid to hack in and cut off a piece or break a piece off to make it look, weathered or beaten, things like that. Don't be afraid to do it. If you fuck it up, excuse my French, if you fuck it up, what are you wasting? 25 quid. Pence. It's not pence, but you're not destroying, say, a Dragon kit, which will probably cost you about 70 quid for the same. A Tiger 1, in that, good Tiger 1 with kind of an interior like that, you buy a Dragon kit, you're paying 70 quid for it. 25 quid for that, or 25 quid for that in both Model Hobbies and in Jadlam. And for the finish then, I've got one more, which it's behind me. Get it out, yeah. Which is this one here, which is the one I've got for the Joe build. And I haven't started it yet. I was going to start it last night, but I didn't. I took a day off. And another nice looking kit. So, overall impression of Zvezda kits, I like them. I really do. I think you're getting great value for your money. You're getting as good as Tamiya. I'd rate them along with Tamiya. Okay, Tamiya's fit is probably just a little bit more precise. For a starter, there's one or two of them there that I wouldn't build as a starter. I wouldn't build that as a starter, even though it fell together. It's just that there's loads of little fiddly things and stuff. But fit-wise, it was brilliant. Really was. The King Tiger, yeah, that's a good starter kit. The IS-2, even as bad as the fit was on the turret, I think it was just the fact that that one, I think it was slightly warped, and it had got warped slightly. Now that isn't necessarily down to Zvezda. That could be down to storage, kept in a warm place, and it might distort a bit. The SU-100 assault gun, that's a good starter kit, and you're not spending a bloody fortune. And the way kits have gone lately, they've gone, any kit that's under £40 is considered cheap, because most of the kits out now you're paying 40-50 quid for, and you get two Zvezda kits for that. you know. So my overall impression of Zvezda kits are yes, yeah, go for them. They're value for money. You finish up with a nice kit for a finish, and like any other kit, like anything else, um, it's down to how you finish it. It's down to how you paint it. It's down to how you weather it, because you could put a dragon kit that is 3 times the price beside that, and don't paint it up well, don't do a proper job on it, and you end up with a piece of shit. So, like a switcher would say, it is what it is. And with Zvezda kits, yeah, you don't get as many parts. The parts count aren't as high. Fit issues, very, very minor, very, very minor, fixable. And overall, I like them. I really, really do. And I won't be stopping at that. I've probably done about the same amount of Tamiya kits, so I can make a good comparison, shall we say. And given the choice between, say, a Tamiya kit or a Zvezda kit, I couldn't really compare, apart from the fact that the Tamiya kit is they're shake and bake. But not all Tamiya kits are shake and bake. There are some bad ones of them out there too. But overall, like I said, I do like the Zvezda kits. So there's a little plug for Zvezda, lads. Go out and buy yourself some Zvezda kits and build them and enjoy them. That's my motto, isn't it? So anyway, let's leave it at that. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and enjoy building. Enjoy the work. Hack into them. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid at all to do a bit of work. Don't make it straight out of the box every time. There are times that you will make it straight out of the box. You mean a couple of these? I mean, that was straight out of the box. Nothing hacked off it and things like that. That is hacked to date. The daylight's hacked out of it, as you can see. The mud guards are cut off it. They're bent, buckled, God knows what else, and a few more things like that. The JS2 I hacked off the front mud guards and things. So don't be afraid to hack into them. Enjoy it. It's that to me is modelling. If a kit just goes together and you build it and things like that, that's model assembling, and it's not. Excuse me. I find you get more enjoyment out of a kit that you've got to work at. So I've been rambling on for far too long now, lads. I'll leave you off. Like I said, just go out and buy yourself a kit, build it, hack the daylights out of it, and enjoy it. And make sure it's a Zvezda every now and then. Catch you later, lads.